Alright, there's a little somebody who's really causing a lot of trouble right now, with Koreans, and this person's name is Oli London. She's transgender now, apparently, and she's apparently had 18 surgeries to look like 방탄소년단's Jimin, and however, looking at like now what she looks like now, and she claims she's trans Korean, which this is what really angers me. So this is the offensive to yeah, good. And yeah, she could never be Korean, never. Because always the trans people, they think they're like another gender, but that extent, however, you're not the gender that you were born in. You're the gender you were born in, not the opposite gender. No, and you cannot change the race. Of course, that yeah. So not just the Korean community, the BTS fans have also had a little backlash against Oli London for and apparently she's an artist, music artist. Although I've never heard of her, and looking at her like what she looks like now versus what she's a Brit, she's a British person, okay, British lady, woman, okay, so okay. But now she looks like after 18 surgeries to trying to look like Jimin, and the thing is she can't look like a Korean, even if she does surgeries, because the bone structure, the like what you look like inside you, like not like yeah, Asians are what are like bone structures that we're different from the European and American and people from North Americans. No, we're way different than you. And plus, you cannot be technically Korean unless you are like the descendant of Korean people, like, or or maybe it's a mixture of relationship, like maybe like a Korean person marries another, and then marries a person of another race, like I don't know, black. Just for an example, Anderson Park. There's Anderson Park here. And I think yeah, his dad's black and his mom's Korean. So, but he does not know any Korean. Yeah, he's an English speaker. So you have to sort of actually biologically be somewhat part and Oli London, she looks more like those of you who watched Adventure Time knows the person who voices the voice actor of Finn is Jeremy Shada. Yeah, she looks like him. No, no, she literally looks like him. And then she also looks like she got like if you're like she walked into a bar and some people like punched her and gave her like oh and she also ran into a pole, but on both sides. And since BTS is Jimin is Korean, of course, the bone structure, skull bone structure is since I am Korean and my bone structure is if you put me sat me next to my Canadian friend, no, our bone structure will be completely different. Like skull different. Yeah, it's sort of different. The body and the rest down. That is the same, but the skull, yeah, the bone structure, it is that is the only thing that you cannot change, and also skin color you cannot change too. And also it is like very disrespectful to like trying to look like so let's recap to a certain song called "Stand" by Eminem. Yeah, so you guys probably have heard it, like guy named Stanley gets obsessed. He's the Eminem fan, and then he like writes spam mail, but it didn't make it to Eminem, and then he literally dyed his hair, and then he put it with the girlfriend in a body bag, and he just wanted Eminem to reply to his letter, and then he gets all crazy, and then drives off the bridge with his girlfriend in the trunk, tied up in the body bag. And that's all. So obviously, like Oli London looks like she might be a BTS Jimin stan. However, it's kind of like it's just like offensive when a person who is not of the same race does it, and people like they're just like, oh, like, wow. Like the guitarist and DJ producer Gavin Lee, he said like people like they endorse Asian culture, and they make fun of us, insult us, and they cuss at us, attack us physically, verbally, cyber, and they celebrate our Lunar New Year and all, and Asian like it's like, and take our culture like it's their celebration, like it's their culture, but they don't own it, and they don't respect Asians. Cause she like and to truly very be Korean. So technically, you gotta be to legally be Korean. Under Korean status, you must move to South Korea, and and get a Korean citizenship. So just because you marry someone like a Korean person does not legally make you Korean. And and I saw something from so something like this is something like a bet you didn't know stuff about South Korea, and so and it has to do with plastic surgery. And so a lot of like this has to do with your passport too. So so a person from another country, they come to South Korea, they did do this plastic surgery and done in South Korea. However, this actually happened to some Chinese people when they came from China to South Korea. However, they got the treatment, like, however, when they were on, however, they couldn't return to China because the original passport photo must look like what you look like currently. So, ouch. So, ouch. This fake ass like woman who thinks that she's Korean. Ouch. Even though she got plastic surgery in Korea, she could not return back to her country of origin because regulations do say you gotta look like the bird, like the passport photo you originally took for the most recent one now. And being a trans person is one thing. Thinking you were a person of another race, no. This is why like the world has got more psychotic. And to claim that you are Korean, that you gotta like speak Korean, at least some words. I am like with the BTS army and the Korean Americans and the Korean community, and we all hate this lady. And I don't know how she got famous, but yeah. She looks like one of those wannabe people. I wanna be famous, like know it all. Yeah, she looks terrible. Cause you could be like a Pangtan Sonyeon Dan fan, but and you're a different race, but you're trying to like literally model yourself to look like one of the the boy group members. Oh my god, that is too much. Cause you don't. Cause with artists, you never have never seen artists like trying to like look like say they're the fans of like a certain artist and they are of a different race. Cause literally, Oli London is she's got like what I would like to call Stan syndrome. And she got mental issues like Stan. Uh, Cause you gotta recap it back to like Eminem's song "Stan" with Dido. Cause it's one thing to be a fan of BTS, but it's just very racist and offensive to try to look like a Korean, and you don't even look Korean even after your surgeries. And let's not forget about the plastic surgeries and passport photos. Cause I bet if she goes try to like visit another country and then she said, "Oh, I'm Korean," and then the authorities would say, "Then why does your passport say British?" And of course, like I have to recap again, you gotta be biologically Korean or yeah, sort of married with and also get citizenship. Or it's like that biracial thingy. And I don't know why she is famous. Okay, this is literally just an attack on Koreans and because she needs to like quit doing this fake act and lady, you are not Korean. You got to stick with it. You're British. You're born British. That's how you're gonna stick up with it. But us from the community, Korean community, yeah, we had enough with you, racist.